Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Lathifah Rhihadhatul Ainii, NPM 2013022047, Studi Program Physical Education, Class A. Work by a constant force. Support an object and apply to constant force in the horizontal direction. Concept of work: support the force start at point XA and goes to positive XF and called is the direction A. Formula can be written: force the with object displacement of the object, so the vector of displacement is delta X equal to XF minus XA. Force for the case where Fx is constant, the definition of force done by the force in the moving the object from the initial positive to the final positive is the product of the force Fx times the displacement equal Fx times Sf for Xa. This is the definition on the closest where force the constant if the force Fx and the zero and this is the positive direction, then the work is negative. If the force Fx is positive and the displacement is positive, then the work is positive. Work is the production of force and distance. Say the unit from force with the is Newton times meter equal joule. In the first graph, the x component of the force has some origin has x. Force by a non-constant force. The case playing force F is a function of x, so the component of Fx is a function of x toward a hat. The simple SA of this force is called the spring force. Now we apply this style to the object is the or position X condition steam. We apply force is the function of position, so look at the displacement is a small amount. So let's scale is this the point Xj and this Xj plus 1. How much work drop when the force is from heart to heart and that where called delta X. So our displacement is delta X equal to Xj plus 1 minus Xj. Job for this displacement, why do we so with delta V equal to force F, a function of the X times displacement. So you get Fx Xj plus 1 minus Xj. If we're when total work, we have to Jd equals 1 to n Fx of j delta Xj. What does the number mean? That is what definition as work for in closer style. The problem here is about how well we could this interval, so that is the limit and sequence become instead is the need to be included. What we're doing is making a displacement small and small, and take her some g and equal to 1 to n Fx of j times delta x g, and its summation limit in by definition the fourth integral in respect to the x time. So what is integral of Fx? A function has a integral variable this of the x prime where prime from most the start to the n positive. From this figure it is no working definition that generation a constant to be in constant form. 1. Putting Fx versus x. 2. Putting the force as if the work is turned as a function of x. 3. Her as x. We're going make generation installation condition Sj to be really big. 5. Sj plus 1 6 and the little her is Fx of g. Kinetic energy. The kinetic energy K is equals to half my school. This is a Stirling quality, so B 0 of position. The shift of for kinetic energy is the joule derived from the kilogram meter per second squared. Suppose the have an object that phase and rest and the acceleration at the certain speed and main the object experiencing a scaling in kinetic energy. The scaling kinetic energy is equals to half mvf squared minus half mva squared. Is the earth moving the speed and say 2D or 3D space, then have moved the Vxf squared plus Vyf squared plus V2f squared minus all instant follows xi, yellow I, and za. How to start moments and kinetic energy, so is equals to half mf squared. Remember ps equals to ms, so equals to p squared is the move the 2m. That is the kinetic energy expressed in terms of the positive momentum. Word kinetic energy theorem. Let's define the word energy principle. Use Newton's second law, but not with the mode, but with speed. So F is equal to my taking x component from is. Now we're going to integrate that. So fx dx prime goes from x prime to fx prime to xa. M integral run the integral value to the same ending for and has a ax dx prime. The integral so have vx squared minus vi squared. The first entered here will have mvf squared minus va squared. This is just I kinetic energy. Integral fx dx we call v, and the word on the system is the change in kinetic energy. So this is the sprint of word energy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.